Yes, 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 yes. We are back. We are back. Another wild and crazy Sunday. Y'all know what it is. TDR The Man Cave. It's your host, Cal Williams. And I'm joined by my other host, Mr. Tone Death himself.
What's good?
And Mr. Cater.
What's up? What's up?
Yes. Fellas, what's going on, man? How was your weeks?
Man, mine was relaxing because I got shit done.
Good.
I don't know about the rest of you niggas.
Shit,
Yeah.
I didn't even week. I was stressed.
Oh, man. You had a stressful week?
Boy, I don't even want to go into it.
Oh, damn. You know it was stressful when you don't want to talk about it. You don't want to talk about it, yeah.
It's
Yeah,
all
right.
good. I be keeping stuff in too much. I'm going to start letting it out.
You got to, bro.
And then,
You got
and
to,
then
man.
they're going to be like, oh, man, Gator snapping. Oh,
Hey,
like I did that. Gator snapping. Yeah.
Well, then snap
Hey.
away.
sometimes you got to. That's right. That's right. Shit. You got to sometimes, man. You got to do that for your own sanity sometimes. Sometimes you just got to let it out, and then everything else fall into place, man. But you can't hold on to that energy, man. You start to explode.
Yeah,
Big
I
time.
experienced that this week.
Yeah, man, for real. I mean, it was a cool week for me. It wasn't too bad, Wasn't too bad. It was kind of cool, calm, collective, So always look forward to coming into the cave with my fellow cavemen, And today's show, we've been getting a lot of mail lately in the cave. We've been getting a lot of mail, a lot of mixed mail, good mail, opinions, thoughts, all kinds of crazy mail been entering the cave. So figure this week, I mean, it's all good though. It's all good. Hey, it's all good, man. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Listen, we're gonna address address a lot of the mail, that came in, the good, the bad, the ugly, it's all good.
Yeah.
A lot of questions and things a lot of people got.
The men definitely been needing our help lately. I mean, we getting ready to roll into the summertime, so a lot of them do have some relationship questions. They have some
Yes.
what do I do questions, and they want a men perspective in regards to it because the thing about it is society definitely puts out this energy that women stick together, and men tend to stab
Yes.
each other in the back all over what's between a woman's leg. And we just want to say here at the Man Cave, we don't do that. Here at the Man Cave, the guys all stick together.
Yeah.
Me, Juan, Cal,
That's right.
Jacob. Even when Mike, is free to come chime in and hang out with us sometimes, he puts his 2 cents in as well too. So, the camaraderie of men, we really got to stop throwing random pussy out there and breaking it up. Now, see, I have to make sure I specifically said random pussy. Because if you got a woman and it's between your woman or your boys, we're not going to be mad at you as your boys if you choose your woman. Matter of fact, we might yell at you for not choosing your woman in some situations.
That's right.
But it's the randoms that we
That's
really
right.
have to, really make the men stop doing, because at the end of the day, that woman may not even be into you like you think you are, and you're making bad decisions using the wrong head. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna help some of these men out today in regards to helping them make the proper decisions in life and making sure that the woman that you are shooting your shot with is actually worthy of what you're trying to present, or let's even do it better, if you should even be doing it, because sometimes you niggas make bad decisions. Like real talk.
That's so true, man.
Talk.
Sometimes guys make very bad decisions on who they shooting they shot at. It's like, but then I ain't gonna say, well, and then complain about the outcome later on or whatever. Oh man, I should have this, I should have that. I seen when she was bugging, I seen when she was tripping, and all them crazy texts she was sending me, or them crazy calls, or when she was blanking out. I seen that, but I ignored it because she had a fatty. She was this, she was that. Like, listen, Listen,
Y'all gotta
listen.
let that
Get
go.
past. We say this all the time. Yeah, we say this all the time on the cave, but not everybody listen. You have to get past that fat ass and them big ass titties and that, good ass pussy or the head game crazy. You gotta get past that,
You got
fellas, and you
to.
gotta really get to know that woman. Because she might not be a good fit for you. You got to take the time to get to know her. Then you can make an honest decision on if she need to be your woman or if she need to be a friend or if you just need to cut all ties. But we going to help y'all today with that. we going to help all of y'all today with that because it's about to get real warm and there's about to be a lot of craziness going on for this summer. So,
Big
yeah, we're going to
facts.
open up the box. This is Letters Out the Man Cave box part 2. This is what this is about. So,
All
we
right.
definitely gonna dive right into it. I don't,
Like,
dive right
okay.
into it.
So
So
for some of you men that sent questions to us and you feel like we didn't answer your questions today in regards to it, literally that whole little introduction that we just did there is the answer to your question. Because I've seen a lot of you guys kind of sent the
basically,
same kind of stuff to the point where I just want to put that disclaimer out there that's the answer to your question. So if you only want her for sexual purposes or she only appeals to you for sexual reasons and you can't seem to make the relationship be anything more than that, then leave it alone. All right. So let's go ahead and let's dive into this. Now,
There we
guys,
go.
okay, we've all have been married, are married, dating, whatever the case may be. This young man said, I have a question. As a person who is engaged to a person who has kids, okay, and one of their
Mm.
fiance's kid has a weight problem, how do I go about
Mm.
trying to tell her that she needs to do something in regards to helping this kid out? Now I know both of you guys
Okay,
have
okay,
had
make
hey,
a
because
lot of stuff. Oh,
both of you guys
but
have been married to women that already had kids coming into the relationship. So that's why they're reaching out to
right,
you two
yeah.
specifically. Now this kid has a weight issue now. He or she, and I don't mean a weight issue as in the kid is fat. I mean a weight issue as in
right,
you
Mm.
see signs that if the kid keeps going down the path that they're going to have serious medical
right,
issues. But the woman is not
right.
technically, he doesn't want to offend the woman, but he wants to help the kid. What are some suggestions you would give to help this kid out, this guy out?
Mm. Well, the first thing I would do is to, like you said, to not offend her or the child. The first thing I would do, I probably would bring up things of health, how to get him more active. Like, yo, babe, let's just call a little boy Steven. Let's say Steven. And I just be like, yo, babe, I was thinking about getting Steven into football, basketball, some type of sports or whatever, get him a bit more active or whatever, spend some time with him, but I did that as a kid, it kept me active, got me active, helped me with discipline and things like that. I would take that route first. And of course, you want to see the reaction. So from that reaction would tell me where I would have to go next. If she bite right there and like, oh, okay, yeah, that's cool. All right, cool. Bam. We would start right there. And then I would point out all the health benefits and how it can help him out. And, what's the health benefits behind the sports and eating right, because once he starts the sports, now it's like I will go into, yeah, well, he's in the sports, babe. He's doing real good. But, now when he's in the sports, now we got to change his diet. We got to change his eating because we want him to be the best that he could be, and sports and health go hand in hand. So, we don't want him to be one of them sloppy athletes, or even if he's just doing it for fun, and it's like, oh, okay, yeah, you know what, that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, he's doing the sports. Then now we start the meal prepping and the healthy eating more fruits, more water, things of that nature. And from those two steps, I think a healthy outcome would come out of that. That would be I believe that would be the approach I would take.
Okay, what about you, Gator?
It definitely. I got some more questions. See, you left a lot of stuff out.
Y'all stop asking so
Like
many
we
damn
talking about
questions.
them. No, but it's a
Okay,
weight
but go ahead.
thing. I'm gonna tell you right now. Me being a big dude, the weight issue is a very sensitive subject.
Which
And
is
if you
probably
come
why
at me
he's
the
being
wrong way,
right. Which is probably why he's being
I'm
careful
going
with
to
it.
snap the fuck out.
Right. Now, I
So
don't think I
you
don't
kind of got to know if it's a, go ahead.
I kind of think it's not a weight issue in regards to like you got a fat chubby son, you need to be careful with that. I don't think it's that kind of a situation. I think it's more so the kid is not watching what they're doing. So, junk food,
Mhm.
fast food, microwave foods, things, sodas like crazy. Like I'm thinking because he's being very cautious about how to go to. Remember, this is his fiance, not his girlfriend. So I'm
Mhm.
thinking it's more
Right.
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
what the kid is putting into his system, which is causing
Mhm.
these adverse medical effects. Now, Cal brought up a good point about, get the son active and whatnot. But what about if it's a daughter?
That's what
Okay.
I'm saying.
Because a
See, that's what
daughter
I'm
can.
saying. And then it's
Go
got a
ahead.
lot to do with age wise too, because
Okay.
you step to a teenager completely different than you would a preteen. You would
That's
step to
very
them
true. Very
Right.
completely.
true.
It would be completely different because, especially now in our society, the way the kids act toward adults, and you stepping into the limelight of being okay. You're not. I don't know, because see, I got so many questions. Like stepping into the step parent role is completely different than you being that child's father, or So it's like that's the question. See, it's hard for me to answer that. The way I would do it, honestly, is make it fun. Like, I mean, I'm getting back into walking myself, and I just started doing. I was doing it a lot when I was in Atlanta, and I slowed down. I'm getting back into it, and easiest thing to do is to get a membership at a gym or something, or and say, hey, I'm finna go to the gym. I'm finna do this, or I'm gonna do that. Come go walk with me, or let's go walk. I need to talk to you. Make it into something where it's a conversational thing. Even with, I found out with having being in a marriage and having kids that weren't mine, it's very easy for you to get, um, let's say, get them to do stuff feeling that you want to spend time with them. So you could do it that way. You could do it that. It's a lot of fun ways to get kids active.
Definitely.
But like I said before, it's a very sensitive subject, and even talking about weight and with especially with girls, man.
Right.
That's
Ooh,
See, that's
that's why I
with
said
it,
that's why
with
I
it
added that's
being
why I added the girl
that's
part. Like that's different.
right, and that's why I'm saying with it being such a sensitive topic with people in general, and definitely girls, is why I wouldn't bring it up in a sense of at the beginning, like I said, because it's better. Well, excuse me. I already approached it how I would say for a young man, but as a female, yes, I definitely wouldn't bring it up in a sense of, oh, your weight, your this, your that. No, I would just start to do things. I would automatically start to change the diet. Because I'm one of those men, boyfriend, fiance, husband. I'm one of those guys that I do grocery shopping. I do laundry. I clean the house. I do stuff like that. Like I don't just allow the woman to do that. Like that's not just a woman thing. That's not how my mom's raised me. So I would go and do things like if it's the female that has the weight issue, the young lady or the little girl, I start changing up the diet. I'll go to the market. I would pick up more fruit, more healthy snacks, more things like that. Bring that in the house. Show them that okay, our eating is about to change. The dynamics of our house, how we prep our food is about to change. I would just do it, and then I wouldn't just make it her thing. Like it's just you doing it. We all would do it. So therefore, like you said, as young ladies and girls, they want to feel the support. They wanted this. So we all gonna do it. We all gonna have an apple for snack as opposed to having some cheesecake. We all gonna go for walks or go to the gym or have a smoothie instead of some ice cream, things like that. And when a female, a young lady, sees that support from her whole family, what's gonna happen after that is she's gonna feel comfortable doing it, and then eventually she's gonna take the lead and start to be like, oh well, yeah, well Calvin, you and mommy want to go get some smoothies? She ain't gonna talk about that ice cream no more. You know, it's gonna automatically happen because young ladies and eventually women, when they see that support, they start to more take the lead and, you know, and things in that nature. So, yeah, it got to be a different way you approach it for a young girl and a woman. And I think that's probably the best way to approach it with a young girl.
And two, I would advise get mom involved, because I know you feeling a certain type of way, but mothers deal a certain type of way when it comes to their kids, man.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. I'm correct.
Y'all need to have that conversation, like, yo, babe, especially your fiance. Yeah, you want it. Yeah, I would have even advised to have it earlier. If you seeing this type of stuff and starting to, y'all need to sit down and have a good conversation.
Remember, most of the time, that behavior that child has,
it's learned.
It's from the freedom that the mother or the father, if you know,
and that's another
around, that the parent gives to that kid.
And that's another reason. That's another reason I said you need to talk to moms, because if you start changing stuff up and
but
moms ain't having it.
But that's how he came. That's how he did the question. He didn't want to talk to the kid about it. He wanted to go to his fiance about it and talk to them.
I agree with that.
How he should approach the situation in regards to it, due to the fact that it's not his kid. He know, especially women, they don't want nobody to tell them how to raise their kids. So you have to be very, like you said, you have to be cautious when you're approaching that woman to give suggestions, in so many words, of how to parent your kid. Or in this case,
let me come from that standpoint, Dan. I agree with Cal. You should make an example. Like, this shouldn't be something that you just jump right into, even with talking to her about it. She needs to see you doing it, because 9 times out of 10, when you bring it up, it's going to be brought up, well, you ain't doing this and you ain't doing that. Why you think I should do it? If you do make an example of it yourself and just start eating a healthy wise, you know, like y'all brought up, it's some good alternatives to like ice cream and different stuff like that. I had to fall back on a whole lot of stuff because me going through what I've been going through, I've been gaining weight myself and really didn't realize it until recently. And so the thing that really opened my eyes was going to a doctor for a doctor visit and them giving me a diet plan. Like, yo, this is what you need to be doing. And real talk, for real, there's some people out here in everyday life that you run into, you might even be working with them or anything, that are on I ain't gonna say they on a health kick, but they're healthy, like they have a healthy lifestyle. And I would go and ask them, especially if you ain't got the money to get no dietitian or nothing like that, I would go ask them, yo, how would I do this to cut back as far as food-wise, different alternatives to food and stuff? And they will give you, I promise you, they'll give you some real good advice. I have a cousin that's a bodybuilder, and it's a little different with him because he does this. This is his life, like all the time. He's always on Facebook talking about he having a cheat day. At least once a week he has a cheat day, but the rest of the week he has his meal set up. Like, this is what I'm eating. I'm doing meal prep and this and this and that. And I've been watching him do that for a while, and I hit him up like, yo, how I set this up? Like, what I need to do? and he gave me some advice to break stuff down. But yeah,
now you bring up a good point. One thing that I want to piggyback off of that, men, we, and including I have to say we because this is me as well too. We need to stop being fearful of going to the doctor. I don't know where the stigma came from for men specifically, but we don't go to the doctor as much as we need to, and then we don't start going to the doctor until there's something medically wrong, and we have to make this dramatic change in regards to it. So, men, as we are now more moving into the world where everything is not good for us in one shape or form, to be honest with you. Like, it's getting to the point where you can't eat nothing but bread and water, and even then, the water might be contaminated and the bread might have gluten. So, even that's not safe these days. We have to start going to the doctor more often. I'm talking the doctor, the physician, the dentist, the eye doctor, whatever. And stop being afraid of asking questions, which is another big thing men are scared to do. We always feel that we're invincible.
You're right.
But we tend to forget that we're just flesh and blood, just like the woman we're loving and the kids we're protecting. So the sooner we die, the harder it'll be on them. So if just visiting the doctor once every 6 months, getting your eyes checked out once a year, get those free glasses your insurance is paying for. And I think that's the worst thing is we as Americans pay for insurance and don't utilize it like we should. We really don't, you know. So we definitely gotta start doing that. All right.
Yeah,
okay.
And I'm gonna be honest with you. I only started like going to the doctor because I was being made to go, but found out it was a good thing.
Using
it's a good thing.
I'm using myself as an example
because I'm sure.
Because Teresa's been trying to make me go to the doctor for the longest.
I feel like you talking about me though.
No, that's why I have to. But see, here's the thing about that.
Because I showed, bro.
It's men, period. We're all like that. I'm saying it because Teresa gets on me for not going to the doctor, and I'm clearly telling her I'm having issues. Okay, my back's bothering me, my knees bothering me, my vision's, I'm having a little bit of worry. I got to wear 3 different types of glasses because I'm in for driving, for reading, and sometimes just because I've been looking at screens all day, I need a certain. If I need to have all this, maybe I need to go back to the doctor to see what alternatives are available for me. Oh, my job offers all different things to get better, but I'm not going to the doctor to get the proper notifications to take advantage of it.
Yeah.
Right. So.
Yeah. Because I looked up. My sister is a doctor. She's a vet. She do animals, but my sister had to learn all kind of human medicine when she was in school, and so. It's not hard for me to them say, yo, you need to take this medicine. And I did it. When I got this medicine, I was like, hey, I'm going to send you pictures of this stuff and the names of them. I need you to break this stuff down to me. Let me know what it is.
Right. Okay, so you got a doctor in the family. So
I'm lucky that way, but everybody don't have that.
Right, everybody don't have that.
So
Robitussin don't fix everything.
But YouTube, everything is on YouTube. Everything is online right now. And she told me herself, she said the easiest way you could do it is go online and type that stuff in. Of course, she told me what she felt about certain medicines, but you have to do your own research too, because some people don't trust that stuff.
You got to.
So
you got to, because a lot of the sicknesses and diseases, and this is what I'm about to say has been medically proven. Because there's a lot of the sickness and diseases that we are diagnosed with and that comes into our system that harms us. Majority of it comes from the food and nonsense and craziness that we put in our body for long periods of time. So it's a big portion of that, like. And we like the cakes, we like the sweets, we like all that stuff. But in the long, it's just like feeding a car cheap ass gas for years on end. Eventually, the transmission gonna start to mess up. You know what I'm saying? The carburetor, all that shit gonna be all clogged up. You got to get, you know what I'm saying? The same like our body or whatever. If we eat better, work out, put the good stuff. Yeah, the good stuff may cost a little more money, but I'd rather pay a little bit more money to put the good stuff in my body than have all these medical bills because I'm constantly putting the bad stuff in my body. You know what I'm saying? So
they got whole food stores out here for a reason too.
Exactly.
So I've been doing a lot of that, like to grab a couple dollars and go to the store. It's a little higher than your regular supermarket. I'll give you that in advance. It's a little higher, but it's a little higher.
But you add another, you add another 5 years onto your life or whatever, as opposed to taking it away. Like, I'm telling you, like, it's so much. Like, I mean, I'm not saying don't go to the doctor. Yes, I definitely agree. I mean, I kind of got a little trick on going to the doctor. I make sure that I get my yearly physical around my birthday every year. So that way I know every single year I'm going and getting my yearly physical. Like I learned that from the ex or whatever. Like Tone said, they forced us to go. And that was one of the things she said. She said, you know what? Your birthday, you're going to go around your birthday every year. The same way you celebrate your birthday every year, you're going to go get your physical every year. So I kind of adapted that, took that on, and now that I do that. I do it every February. I know, okay, I'm doing it. But I say that to say, I'm not saying don't go to go to your physicians, get all that done. But another thing, going back to the natural stuff, the healthy stuff, things in that nature, and there's books out there that support this. There's the natural cures for all the stuff that goes on with your body. There's foods and all types of teas and different things. So the number one thing is you changing your lifestyle on the stuff that you allow to enter your body. You know, that's the first. That's why if you ever notice any sickness, all that you talk about, what's the first thing the doctor say when you go to the doctor? Well, how's your eating? What do you eat? Do you exercise? Before they say anything about any medicine, the first thing they ask you is, how's your lifestyle? What do you eat? Do you drink? Do you smoke? Do you do drugs? Do you exercise? That's the first things they ask. They ask you that for a reason.
When you go in the emergency room, you have to fill all that stuff out.
That's right.
Yep.
That's all for a reason. You know what I'm saying? It's all for reasons, man. It's like, I mean, the medical business is $1 billion business, so they definitely don't want that to go out. You know, they're going to make sure they them drugs that they give us is $1 billion business, man. A doctor get for a prescription of drugs, when he writes you that prescription, that's $500 that he getting in his pocket just off of that prescription. Just off of that prescription. He getting hundreds off of that. So they definitely don't want that to go nowhere, and I'm all for that. Go to your doctor, yes, but I'm a natural type of dude. Like, I look up the natural stuff that's gonna help me. If something's going on, okay, I already know the chemicals that they give, antibiotics, this, that. So I look up, okay, natural antibiotics. You know, natural this, natural that. It's so much better for your body. Because the chemical stuff that you pump in your body, it breaks down other things to take care of that one thing. And that's a lot of people don't know that because they so used to pumping them meds in their body. To take care of that one thing is breaking down other things in your body. And then you got to rebuild those things. And that's just my opinion, though.
But they put so much stuff in our food nowadays, man.
Yeah.
Like nowadays, the stuff that, like, think about back in the day, like, what hot dogs used to look like. And look at them now. Like,
you're right.
And that's just a simple thing, but it's like, what the hell?
No, you right though. It's fun. That sounds funny as hell, but you right. Food looks different now.
Food will always change.
Right.
They have to evolve. A lot of stuff
right, man.
But yeah, I mean, that's definitely something. So we don't want to dwell on this because this sounds like a topic that we can just period.
Yeah, we can go all day.
We can go all day.
Yeah, right, for real.
So let's
we
move
could
on
definitely. That's another show.
That's a whole show.
Okay.
Itself. All right. So next question.
Oh, but hold on, Tom. Before we move on, I'm sorry. Before we move on to the next question, I just got a response in my inbox from one of our listeners. They said their opinion as far as helping the child lose weight is getting the mother involved. Make sure you get the mother involved. as far as like exercising and changing the eating. Like definitely get her involved first, because she's the one who leads in the household with eating and things like that, and the mama gonna get it done. So get the mother involved first. That was, one of our viewers. Thank you, KJ Keith.
If you don't, you're gonna have problems.
I mean, that's a catch-22, because if she thick and you got with her, and then she started losing this weight, then you got to wrap your mind around the fact that one of the things that made you attracted to this woman just went away because you tried to help the kid. And I've seen relationships end. I'm dead serious. I've seen relationships end because what he or she was physically attracted to is no longer there, and it changes the dynamics. Because especially now, if it's a relationship where the woman has, for a fact she's always had issues with weight, she gains it, she loses it, it goes back and forth. So you create this whole entire, the whole family is we gonna get healthier. And then all of a sudden she loses this weight and she gets to a point where she's now the skinny one in the crew again. Sometimes their mentality changes
some insecurities.
too. Sometimes their mentality changes.
Yeah, I was just going to say, even with the dude, like whoever his guy is, and she with, it's some insecurities that come out when that happen, dude. I didn't see it.
Oh, yeah.
So that's why I said we walk away from
not saying you couldn't get anybody you wanted at the time, but then you lose that weight and you be feeling like
feeling yourself then.
Now you got several options.
I'm telling you.
That's very true. Yo, that is crazy, because I had a good friend of mine back home that happened to. Like, he was always a big dude, he was never skinny, always a big dude, and that was the type of woman that he was attracted to, even when he lost weight, because he was a big dude, he lost weight, started working out, but he still was attracted to curvy women, always. And he married a curvy woman, When he married the curvy woman, him himself wasn't big no more. He lost his weight. You know what I'm saying? He lost his weight. He worked out. He big now, muscles, all that. But like I said, curvy women was still his choice. He married the curvy woman, had a child by her. They married for years, 6, 7 years. She's still curvy. Around that 7th year, she decided herself she wanted to start losing weight, going to the gym, being right, which was cool. He supported her. He worked out with her. They did everything. He helped her lose the weight. She lost the weight. Now they married for about like 8, 9. Now they about 8, 9 in the game, 8, 9 years in the game. She lost the weight. She looking good. After she lost that weight, she turned into a different kind of woman. They was divorced 2 years later. After that, she turned into a different kind of woman.
It happens, but we're gonna leave that alone, because like I said, that's a whole show within itself, and we even gonna get on that topic. So yeah, somebody write that down so we can talk about that in the future. All right. So this next person sent in this question. He basically says, I'm in love with my best friend of 10 years. Only recently realized it. Okay. We work together. She's been giving me mixed signals. I'm unsure how she feels, and she is in a relationship. People mistake us for a couple because we're so in tune with each other. He wants to know, should he wait to see what's going to go on, or should he make a move? So basically, he's saying is the friend is sending these signals that she's kind of interested in the dude. He got some things going on. They've been knowing each other for so long, so there's a connection above and beyond what she has with her boyfriend. And he wants to know, should he go ahead and shoot his shot, or should he wait until she steps up and says something that proves that this is the direction she wants to go?
Okay. But she has a boyfriend, though.
She does have a boy. She said he's in a relationship, but he didn't give the details of the relationship. So it's not, he didn't state whether or not it's a great relationship, it's a bad relationship.
Right.
There's somebody in the picture.
Right. Okay, got it. I mean, me personally, I'll take this one first, Gator. Me personally, I wouldn't necessarily, out of respect for the relationship, I wouldn't shoot my shot, but I'll let her know that I've always been interested, and I do it the respectful way. I let her know, out of respect for your relationship, I'm not trying to say I'm trying to get at you. I ain't trying to, like, you got a relationship. I don't mess with women women in a relationship, but I'm just letting you know that, yo, I've been digging you. You know what I'm saying? I've been into you. Like, if that dude don't act right, I would definitely love for me and you to see where I'm keep that for, but I gotta make
it. Sound like a bunch of guys.
I'm saying no. But see, the difference is, the difference is, I'm not gonna pursue her in a relationship, and I'm not gonna mess up. See, these guys, they be trying to pursue women in relationships, and that's where they mess up. I'm not gonna pursue her. I'm just gonna let her know. Listen, I'm gonna let her know the interest is there. And if that don't go right, I would like to see where this can go. Because, and the reason why I would do that is because I wouldn't want her to never know that interest and that spark was there. Because who knows, she could have been feeling the same way and didn't want to say something, So I'm just gonna let her know that was there. Fall back, yo, wish you best in your relationship, but just know if that don't go right, let's see what happened over here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what I think you should do.
I agree with that. Well, your options, let them know, hey, I am available if you but see, then you have to make sure that's what's really going on, because
definitely
we were talking earlier about these mixed signals.
Mixed signals.
Mixed signals. I think we were talking about that last week. Sometimes you get them jokers and they don't be what they is, and you end up looking kind of crazy on the other side. Like, well, I thought,
right,
like,
right.
It ain't even like that. I wasn't coming at you like that. Like, so you have to make sure, you don't want to put your foot in your mouth, like they say.
Right.
Saying something or doing something that, But I would let them know that I'm available if need be. Because
see, I'm blunt. I'm a blunt person, so, like, and I'm honest. So I wouldn't hold on to that and not let her know that I wasn't feeling her. I let her know I'm feeling her, and whatever come out of that later, if it does, it does. If it don't, then, I mean, you still know what it is. You still know what it is, like, I don't know. That's just how I always been. I can't, I'm going to say I can, but I'm not going to, I don't have a female friend, and like Tone said, I see the attraction is there between me and you, and I just ignore it. And I'm like, I don't do that. I'm not going to ignore it. I'm going to address the elephant in the room. And if I'm going to address the elephant in the room.
Don't ignore it. I ain't saying to ignore it. I'm just saying.
Make sure it's right. Make sure it's right.
Step very lightly.
All right. So one of the listeners on the TDR Live, and just to give you guys a heads up, now when we're doing the live segment, they're not catered to the show anymore. TDR Live is considered its own thing, so don't be surprised if you see a live episode pop up and it says "Letters from the Box," and you're like, "Wait a minute, that was a man show." This is a completely different episode. No, live is different because now live is the unfiltered, unedited version of the show. Whereas when they go listen to, let's say, the ManCave episode, it's the cleaned up background noise, music inserted, so it treats it like two different entities. I'll explain to you guys later why we.
That's dope.
Yeah, so it's called TDR Live whenever we go live on air. All right, so one of the listeners actually came out and said, "Well, I've been in that position before. My friend has been flirting with me for a long time. We've known each other damn near since middle school. I attempted to shoot my shot, and in the beginning, it did work, but because of the fact that she left her previous man to be with me, I always had the fear that the same was going to happen if somebody else came up."
No.
So he does bring up a good point.
No.
Is your friendship worth the relationship? Because basically that's what you're doing.
See,
you're taking
and
a 10-year friendship,
and
you're sacrificing it for a potential relationship that may or may not last, because now, yes, you two in public, you have this chemistry, you have this connection, but the problem is, you know everything. You know the nasty shit she's done. You know the heartbreak she's been through.
Yeah.
You know everything about her. So now when you're dating her, those things become a problem. It's like, okay, I finally slept with you, but you gave me half-ass sex when I know
Oh.
for a fact you were dating Randy 4 years ago and you were licking his butthole. So now that's in my head, and it's you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But as
Hey,
crazy as
no,
that,
Tone.
but
I've had that.
yeah,
I've had
it's an
that
issue.
situation though. I've been there, and it's like everybody around me, like, well, damn, why don't you go and hook up with old girl, man? You know, y'all on the same kind of level, and woo woo, y'all be clicking like that, and I'm like, damn, man, I don't want to fuck up our friendship, because I've been in a situation where, okay, a while ago, this been years ago, me and a friend were like, we were tight, we were cool and everything, and we were both single, and so we made an agreement to, if we were both single at this certain time on a date, we was gonna start dating. So the date came up, we started dating and everything. You know, we was all cool, you know, and things worked good for a good little minute until we had to part ways. Unbeknownst, you know, certain circumstances happened, and she had to go one way, I had to go another way. And because I didn't know, or we didn't know how long we were gonna be apart, we were just like, yo, you know what? If we ever come back together, then, you know, we'll do that. But yeah, you go do your thing, I'm gonna do my thing. In that case, it worked. But at the same time, it's always that inkling in the back of your mind, especially like Tone said, you already know what they about. Like, you know the nasty stuff, because we didn't talk about it. I'm the dude that you come and talk to when you have issues with your dude.
Right. And I feel you on that. See, the thing, okay, now, the thing about it where I think he went wrong is, I mean, well, my opinion, like, she left her dude to be with you.
Yeah.
Now, me personally, I could never be in a relationship with a female that cheated with me on her dude. Once you and your dude break up, no, I'm not stepping up to be your man. I'm not going to be your man. We're not going to ever be in a relationship if I'm the dude you cheating with. Okay, it's all good. It's all whatever when we doing our thing. You know, I'm the dude you cheating with, but understand something. You will never be my girl because I automatically can't trust you because of the circumstances of why we're dealing. We're dealing under cheating circumstances.
There I go with my questions again, because I want to know when he found out that he was a side nigga. Like, when did you find out?
He knew that from the beginning. He knew that from the beginning. He knew that shit. He knew that.
That's what I'm saying. If you know that from the beginning, then you put your foot in that. That's you doing that. Yeah, ain't nobody else do that to you.
Ain't nobody else do like that. That's what I'm saying. Like, she should have never been his girl. Like he set himself up for that. The minute he decided to make her, I don't care how good the pussy is, how good the head is, all that shit. I'm the dude you cheating with. You will never be my woman. You got to find somebody else because I'm not going to be able to trust you. And what happens is if I can't trust you, you know what I'm saying? Right. Because what happens is eventually either I'm going to break up with you or I'm going to cheat on you because I can't trust you. And that's just the reality of it. It's just a harsh reality, but it's true. Like, so that's where he went wrong, making her his girl.
You know, society applauds that type of shit. Like,
they do.
You moved up. Good job, man. Now you're number one. No, bro, that means, and I heard it said so many times, you done moved up to number one. Somebody else taking your place.
Exactly. Somebody else number two now. She got a new number two. That's what it is. She got a new number two. She got a new number too, and it might not, in society today, it might not even be a dude. It might be a female.
Well,
That's the world we live
that
in.
girlfriend that's always over at the house and shit.
How you gonna feel about that? You walk in on that shit.
But so, you
Wow.
know what,
I'm gonna take my. I walk in on that shit.
Go ahead, because he probably finna say what I'm finna say.
No, I'm about to say I walk in on that shit. I'm gonna take my pants off and jump in that bed, fucking with their ass, like move over. We about to have a fucking fun night.
And that's how I was getting ready to say.
I'm different.
A lot of guys now. Well, I ain't gonna say a lot of guys now. Guys in general, that's a fantasy for them. That's a bucket list check off to be involved with two women at one time. And then, because some guys will purposely go look for a girl who already is bisexual.
Like, girl, yeah.
Yeah, and because of this day and age, so many women are out now. That's not hard to find.
Yeah.
Like back in the days, you didn't know if the girl liked the other girls unless you just happened to hear her conversating about a girl, and she flirting with a girl, or she may accidentally notice a booty you've been trying to look at but didn't want to get in trouble with your girl. Now it's like a requirement for some women that they had to, I like looking at this, I like this now. And they be more aggressive than the guys. Because the women do not look at the other women as being predatorial, so they let it slide. And they think it's cute, and they think it's okay. Like these women,
I'm gonna tell you like this.
These women
God
can be creepy.
Them.
They can be fucking creepy.
I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm gonna tell y'all like this.
Them.
Now everybody knows I was a bouncer. I worked in security, and like Toad just said. That's in the back of every dude's head. Like, threesome. You gotta have two women. Bruh, I worked all lesbian parties. The first one I ever worked. And that shit left my head because of what you just said. Them women aggressive as a...
Shit. That's good. It'd be like...
we are. I thought we was bad, dude. It's bad.
I like listen. That's good. You aggressive, I'm aggressive. It'll be like UFC in the bedroom.
Nah, bro.
I'm telling you,
like UFC.
You think you can handle that shit? I'm telling you right now, bro. It's boy. I seen.
Give me a couple of Red Bulls. Give me a couple of Red Bulls and some Hennessy. Give me a couple of Red Bulls and some Hennessy. It'd be like UFC in this motherfucker. God bless the women out there who don't mind looking at another woman's ass and complimenting it. God bless you. God bless you.
I just want y'all to know that y'all making it rough for the traditional women to find any good man in this world. I'm just saying, man. Because y'all,
I love traditional women
y'all
too.
Doing everything, and they losing. They losing. I'm sorry. Traditional women are losing.
Man. It's like,
I love traditional women too. I don't discriminate.
But
I'm just saying like it's nothing wrong.
You telling me, Cal, if a traditional woman who wants to take her time and develop the relationship came at you, and then 2-3 minutes later, the chick who brings her girlfriend, her actual girlfriend, over to the table with her and say, "Hey, Cal, you cute. I kind of like you and whatnot. My girlfriend think you cute too." You telling me you gonna be like, you know what? Let me go ahead and set this date up with this traditional woman, and I'm gonna bring you to the church with me.
Yeah, right.
Not, Cal.
No,
Cal.
see what I'm now. Okay,
let's be honest.
Now,
Cal, be honest.
Be like,
it's a Sunday.
I'm gonna be dead honest. Now I'm gonna say this though. I'm gonna be dead motherfucking honest. But I got like Gator. I got a question first. Now, am I in a relationship with this traditional woman, or am I still single?
You single? You
no? You get
in a relationship with nobody.
You at
in a relationship with nobody.
You minding your business.
I'm at the bar. I'm dating.
Yeah, let's say you dating. You dating.
Let's say you.
Okay, so I'm dating.
Let's say you met the traditional woman first.
Okay, I met her first.
Y'all started dating. Y'all going out. Y'all dating. You getting to know her. It's taking.
We ain't sexing though, right? We not sexing.
No, because she want to get to know you for you first.
To know you first.
Yeah, she want to know you for you first.
She want to know me. Okay.
Here come who Tone talking about. She bringing her girlfriend with her.
Here comes Stacey and Sherry. Stacey and Sherry come up to you.
Stacey and Sherry.
Okay. They come
Stacey
up to
and
you.
Sherry. Okay.
Are you gonna tell Stacey and Sherry? You gonna say, "Hey, Stacey and Sherry, I'm sorry, but right now I'm dating and I'm trying to get to know this young lady." But Stacey and Sherry is like, "Come on, man, let's go. I got a room right now. We can go right now."
Okay. Well, this was gonna happen. Stacey and Sherry is gonna get fucked. They gonna get fucked. That's what's gonna happen. Stacey and Sherry gonna get fucked. You know what I'm saying? And they gonna understand. As long as they understand that I'm single and I'm dating, this doesn't mean that we in a relationship. This don't mean that you my woman. See, it has to be certain understanding to it. See, like, the thing about it is, women get it twisted when sex get involved, or like if sexual things, they get it twisted. Now they in relationship mode. I told you from the door that I'm single and I'm dating. If we chose as grown ass motherfuckers to take it to a sexual thing, that's what we chose to do. That does not mean that you are my woman. That don't mean I'm your man. That don't mean I'm gonna call you tomorrow. That don't mean that. I may call you tomorrow if I want to. I may answer your text if I want to. That don't mean I'm obligated to. There's no obligations here.
All right, let me flip this.
So as long as they understand,
but
as long as they understand that, we good.
If Cheryl see you out with Stacey and old girl,
Stacey and Cheryl see you out with traditional girl.
Right.
Are you gonna act like
and she
you don't
step
know
up to y'all?
No, this is the thing. See, these are the conversations I have before I make agreements like that. Just the thing, you have to, if you can see, I'm not gonna act like I don't know you. Oh, yo, Stacey, what's up? Yo, Cheryl, what's up? Boom, boom. All right, boom, boom. We gonna talk. Yada yada. That's it. Boom. Keep it moving. And you need to play. You need to understand what it is, because at the bottom line, you're not my girl. You're not my girl. You ain't. I don't owe you anything.
But
now, if you can't,
we was your women last night.
And see, exactly, that's where the bullshit. Right, that's where the bullshit coming at. So as long as we have the same understanding before we get to the sexual part and after, and we have the same understanding, we good. If there's any fuzziness or any lies, or I see that we didn't even get to the sex part and you trying to act like my girl, or after the sex part you act, once we got all that, I got to cut all ties. I can't fuck with you because I don't know what happened there.
A lot of women gonna do that anyway. They gonna tell their girlfriends.
True. All right, now let's take the same scenario and let's flip it a little bit. Okay. So you're talking to traditional girl. Let's call her Abby. Okay. You and Abby have been kicking it for about 6 weeks. Put some time in. Right?
Okay.
Y'all ain't had sex yet. Y'all ain't had sex yet, but you feeling her. All right. Stacey and Cheryl.
Right.
You had the situation with Stacey and Cheryl. Okay.
Okay.
Cheryl is feeling you now. She's feeling your personality. She said the only reason why she agreed to do what happened with her girl was because she wanted to get the tensions of sex out the way. She's one of them girls where let's get the complication, which is how a person in bed, is out the way, and then we work on the relationship because there's no window of disappointment left at that point. Okay?
Gotcha.
She wants to get to know you. Now, you're in the dating phase, so there's nothing wrong with you technically dating Cheryl. Okay?
Right.
Cheryl is really feeling you. Okay? You start to feel Cheryl too. You still talking to Abby though.
Right.
Then all of a sudden one night Abby says, "Hey, I want you inside." Now you're not gonna turn it down because you done put 6 weeks worth of work into it. So you go ahead and you take the situation. Okay? Here we are, week 8 with Abby, week 3 with Cheryl, and they both want to talk commitment now. What do you do? What do you
I
do?
want to hear this.
So they both want to talk commitment now. Now they both feeling me.
They both feeling you. Now they two different types of personalities though. Traditional woman is
But I still got Abby though.
You still got Abby. Abby knows that you date. Okay? Abby's been dating too, but you're the only person that Abby slept with.
Okay? She been dating, yeah.
She been dating. She been going out on dates with people too. during the 6 weeks up to that
Right.
point. Okay. She just wanted to see how
Right.
genuine you are. She wanted to take it slow to get to know you better. You went to plays,
Mhm.
you went to
Mhm.
movies, you did things she liked, and she came and did things you liked. All right. Cheryl
Okay.
did a threesome with you on a random night that you was out. You guys were down with it. Cheryl got your number. She was feeling
Uh
you.
huh.
You guys have been having
Mhm.
conversations. You guys are vibing on a completely different level now. Okay. All right. Abby's giving you the this is somebody I can see building with. Cheryl gives you the
Mhm.
this is my equal. I think this is I think that she could possibly be my soulmate, but they had enough time to figure that out yet. Whereas in Abby is giving you the vibe of this is somebody I can do a family with no problem. Which one do you lean towards now?
Wow. Okay, so I got one that could possibly be, I got one that could possibly be a soulmate, but we ain't been rocking that long for me to really tell. But then I got the traditional woman who I could possibly build with, and that's a tough one. That's a tough one. That is a tough one because I'm more. I ain't going front. I do,
Go
huh?
ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I say I go front because one of the things I look for in a woman in somebody like that I know I could spend real time with is somebody I can build with. That's very important. Now, that soulmate thing, honestly, I feel it would be too early for me to be like, oh, Stacy or Cheryl, that could be my soulmate because, yo, ma, I don't know you yet. I know how we started,
But
but
every
I wouldn't be able to call her my soulmate yet.
but everything that y'all
I would
do
have to
clicks.
see,
Everything so far click. Like
uh huh,
what you like, she likes, how you think, she thinks, how you roll, she rolls.
uh
When
huh,
y'all talk about things that y'all did growing up, it's damn near the mirror image.
mm-hmm,
And it's not like you said something and she's like, yeah, 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 I've been there too. No, she said things opened up and let you know about her because she don't want you to think that it's all about the sex. So she gives you her life story and you sit back and you be like, damn, not only is your shit similar to mine's, you've been in some places and lived some things like I lived. I just didn't see you. You know, it's one of those
mm-hmm,
situations. So there's a lot of relatability there. There's a lot of comfortability there. There's a lot of understanding there
mm.
that it's like when it's all said and done, this is the person who you could swear this is who God made for you because it's too much relatability in it.
It's too right. Oh damn! Well, the way I mean, you putting it like that, then okay. So this is not Stacy. This is Cheryl because you said
This is
Cheryl
Cheryl.
was the one that I just fucked.
Right. Cheryl is her.
Right. I mean, right.
You fuck both of them,
Cheryl
but
was her friend.
yeah, Cheryl was her friend.
Right. Cheryl was her friend. Stacy, because it was Stacy and Cheryl. Okay.
Right.
Well, so Stacy was just about sex. I just fucked her. Then I had the traditional women. Now I got Cheryl. I would have to go with Cheryl because I ain't gonna front. If it's like that, if we intertwine like that, then I gotta rock with Cheryl because I wouldn't be able to go with the traditional woman because if we don't vibe like how me and Cheryl vibe, and she's just a traditional Susie Homemaker woman, and I that's like a safe, like a safe bet. But we don't vibe like that, then I'll eventually get bored. I'll eventually get bored with her because the vibe ain't what it is. So if Cheryl is where the vibe is at, I would have to go with Cheryl, and I would have to not even fuck with Stacy no more because that was just a fuck. So I wouldn't even fuck with Stacy no more. I would definitely go with Cheryl, kick it with her if we vibe like that. And traditional woman, I mean, I guess I just wasn't that traditional man for you.
I
Hmm.
Jacob. Now you a completely different person than Cal. How would you handle this situation?
Yeah. See,
There's
I'm
no
I'm
questions to ask. There's
let's
no
see.
questions to ask. I gave you
No,
everything.
I'm gonna say no. I'm just saying. I'm like you said. I'm different. So if I'm talking to somebody, 9 times out of 10, and that's probably why I be messing up sometimes. Um, I'm gonna be into that person and trying to see what's really going on with them. Forget all the other stuff that's going on, and I'm thinking I'm gonna test this out. So I'll probably be with the first one that I didn't start talking to.
So you the one who gonna
Because
put
I
all
want
your
to see
eggs
where
in
this
one
gonna go.
basket.
I just want to see where this is gonna go.
Okay.
Now, can we go out on dates? Yeah, we can go out on dates to see what happened with the other one, but we ain't doing. See, I ain't like Cal over there. I can't be having sex with everybody.
Well, let's just say it's one of them nights
Well,
where
not everybody.
she
Not
caught you.
everybody.
Yeah, no, you really did put Kyle out there like
Not
that.
everybody.
I threw him out there, didn't I?
Damn, bro.
Not everybody get the D. Only selective few get the D. Only selective few. I don't turn down many. Only selective few get the D.
All right, but let's just say this night you did do it. You always talk about you got to do things a little bit differently, and you did go home with the girl this time.
Yeah.
Okay, so you did go ahead and get with her, and whatnot, and it developed into something that felt right. You know what I'm saying? Now, taking consideration, Jacob, she's into everything you're into. She's the kind of girl that you can bring home to mama. She cool with church. It's just like you had a night where you just want to do something spontaneous. He did too. She wanted to check something off her bucket list. But the girl who you've been talking to from before, you got to choose. And I'm not forcing you to choose the girl you just met. I'm just saying, are you really weighing all your options?
Wait, can I have more time though?
You ain't got to say yes.
Do I have to choose? Do I have to choose one right then? Or can I take some time to see who I want to choose? See, I'm a little more
okay, let's
now.
ask this question. How much time are you trying to ask for? Let's start with that.
I mean, I'm at least gonna need probably, I say about 3 dates to figure out which way I want to go, because by that third date, I'm gonna know if I want to deal with you or not.
Now, taking
you know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff that came out.
Dating the traditional one for 8 weeks now. How many more dates you need on that?
But I ain't dated the other one though.
You okay? Let's say
I ain't dated her at all yet,
let's
right?
say you've gone out. You talked a lot though. So you have gone out kicking it. You guys have hung out. It's only been 2 weeks worth of time that you two have spent compared to the 8 weeks of time you spent with the other one.
Yeah, but if I'm communicating with her better than the other one that I didn't been with 8 weeks, then it's gonna be a problem. I'm gonna have to let her go, because I say it all the time. Communication is a big thing with me.
So you let it.
So if me and her having better communication, if we having a better communication, but see, that's not my. I don't know, man. That ain't my style though. I'd rather have traditional women though.
Okay,
for real.
I'm not mad at you, but remember the other girl was simply because you were trying something new. That's how we got there.
And see, and I've been trying that lately, because I keep hearing people telling me, "Oh, well, you ain't giving them a chance because that's what you like and this and that." Okay, I've done that. I jumped out there. I tried, looking for other options, a better deal, and maybe it's the area that I'm in, but I keep coming up with the same old.
All right, so let me ask you this question: since you did say you are trying to step outside the box and get to know people who you normally don't talk to or you normally wouldn't date, are you going into that with a clean mind state, or are you going into it with a grudge?
Real talk.
Okay.
No, real talk. I am. I'm being very open-minded to any. Well, I say to whatever happens. I'm being very open-minded, because I have went into situations like that, closed-minded before, and of course, you're gonna pick out the little stuff that you see because you're looking for it.
Right.
So you have to change it up and I went into a situation where I'm open minded. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna do like I usually do. I'm trying something different this time,
Okay.
and I sometimes I can't get with it. It's
No,
just
the
You
reason.
know,
it's. I
you
mean,
know
it's
why? I'm
certain
gonna tell you. You
stuff.
know why, Gator? You know why? Though? I'm
Yeah,
gonna tell you why. Because you've been that way for so long. So it's breaking old habits and starting anew.
that
You know
might
what I'm
be
saying? So
it. You
that's
might
That's
be
what it
hard.
is.
right.
That's hard.
You
That's
might
It's
be right.
it's like trying to teach
You
yourself
so
Spanish.
might be right.
Trying to teach yourself Spanish when you've been speaking English for so long. Like
Yeah.
Exactly.
you not gonna let it go. You can't let it go because it's what makes you you. So as you start to do something new and something different,
I ain't
you're
even
gonna
think
start
about that.
feeling like you're losing a part of
Yep.
yourself by making this adjustment.
Exactly.
When a lot of people
Yep.
tend to forget, just because you're learning Spanish doesn't mean you need to stop talking English. You actually are opening the
Exactly.
Hmm.
doors to talk to more people because now you can talk to people who they don't know English. So now you can
Exactly.
communicate
Yeah,
more. And that's kind
yeah.
of the same way with dating. This is not a direct talk to you, it's just the
Yep.
question elevated this direction because
Oh
I,
no,
I used to
no,
be like
no.
that. I used to be like that. I used to be against dating a certain type of women because I had issues with that particular type. But then once I let
Mhm.
that
Hmm.
out, I let that go, I took that off of me and was like, okay, let me give this woman a fair chance. Let me not compare her to anybody from
Mhm.
before. Let me not have an issue because of A, B, C, D things that she has that I don't normally take. And I ended up finding a very cool person that I would have never given the opportunity to get to know, who turned around and helped me develop
Hmm.
myself into a better person. You know, so
Right.
sometimes it's hard taking those barriers down, and women definitely, I know women have this issue too because they are so attracted to a
Definitely.
certain kind of man that they keep
Certain
pursuing
type. Yep.
that same kind of man over and over and over again to the point it's automated now. They don't
Exactly.
even realize that this is what they're
Yep.
pursuing, but then they'll come out and say men are dogs, men ain't shit. It's like you won't allow yourself to try something different. Now, don't get me wrong. At the end of the day, you're gonna have fuck boys and no good niggas in every shape, color, size, creed, whatever. They're there. They're just there. It's a mentality thing, not a physical thing. But once you get past
Yeah.
that and realize you're gonna have these kind of problems all the time, you stop categorizing stuff because there's a lot of times, and this is one of the
Yep.
biggest
And
things
it's
I hate seeing on Facebook is when women, especially black women, is like, I can't stand black men, I can't stand niggas. I'm gonna go get me a white man, expecting the situation to be different because
to be
it's a
different.
completely
Yeah.
different race, but it's not.
Right.
But see, even with me, it's more of a mental thing.
Mhm.
Like if you can't stimulate my mind, we can't have
Yes.
a good conversation.
Yes.
And it ain't nothing else there for me. Like
That's a
I
big thing.
understand. Okay, everybody saying, yeah, you need to have sex every once in a while. And you need to just go out there, roll your oats. But yeah, I
I ain't gonna tell you to put your oats
if
in
we can't
everything.
talk, man, we can't talk, man. It's a problem.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
No.
how you
Definitely.
go?
Yeah. Definitely.
I don't want you
Definitely. We
to.
gotta
I'm
talk.
okay. I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm gonna tell you like this. I've been in a lot of relationships in the past that started off, uh, and I think was better for me. It started off with us getting to know each other over the phone.
Mhm.
We just
Mhm.
communicated over the phone for a good little minute before either one of us was like, okay, you know what? We need to go out. We need to go see
Right.
what this is about. Let me talk to
Right.
you in person.
Right.
But I want to talk to you on the phone first so I can know, okay, can you have a conversation with me? Does this conversation go anywhere? Because
Mhm.
sometimes you ever been on the phone with a female and y'all getting to know each other and all of a sudden the whole line just go dead and y'all just sitting on the phone. Like
After
ain't
y'all
nobody
ask, yeah.
saying nothing.
Yes. After y'all ask, yes. After y'all ask each other all the basic questions, then
Bro,
shit
I
just
hate
go
that
dead.
shit.
Oh God, that's like the worst.
Oh, God,
Worst.
I hate that.
That's
Like,
because the art
That's
of
the worst.
why are we?
that's because the art of communication is dead this day and age. People don't know how to
Yep.
talk because they don't know what to talk about. And I think that's where the problem
Crazy.
comes into
Mhm.
play at. We have now become such a everything goes on social media. Everybody does the
Yeah.
exact same things. Everybody goes the exact same
Mhm.
places. There's no
Mhm.
individuality anymore. So you can just
Yep.
go on their Facebook, learn everything you need to know about a person. That now, when it's time to have that conversation, it's time to talk about something. It's not what you guys already know. A lot of people don't know how to go there. And then you also have some people that are not open minded. Okay. We've been taught
Yeah.
don't talk about politics, don't talk about religion. So if you want to speak on something that goes against either one of those
Hmm.
two norms, it's like now you're being judged. Like, oh, I don't pay attention to politics because everybody in DC are crooks. Well, what about locally? What about, you know, the stuff that goes on that affects you directly? You don't pay attention to nothing there to talk about. That becomes an issue. Don't talk about
Hmm.
religion. Well, I don't talk about religion because I don't go to church. Well, what are your views? How do you believe about certain things? Like, I can go completely out the box and give you these. This is what I kind of think the way the world started. It's not what the Bible tells you, but how do you view things outside the box? Like, I'm a great conversation person because I say so much random stuff, but because some people don't think outside the box, it's boring. Yesterday, we had a kickback over
Hmm.
by my brother's house. All right. All the crew came through. It was actually the first time I actually sat down and hung out with a lot of my boys and my brother's girlfriends outside the usual club environment, and just sitting there talking to these ladies with no, like, hey baby, how you doing, let me get to know you better, kind of just a regular conversation. I found out so much about these women that I never thought of. And it's not that I'm judging them or I didn't expect them. It was like, damn, I didn't know you were into this. I didn't know you like comic books like this. I didn't know you were into history like that. I didn't know you went through that when you're. It was like, dog, this is like probably one of the coolest people that I've ever not on purpose met. Okay. And I'm like, now
Mm.
I want to have more random conversations with you because you view the world so differently, like I do. This is a
Yeah.
group of people I would love that if we all go out kicking it, I'm most definitely going to be chatting with y'all instead of being the private to myself guy I normally am. Okay. And I think that's where
Hmm.
the problem with society as a whole is right now is nobody knows how to have conversations. People don't know how to talk, or they're too scared that what we talk about will come back to haunt them. If we sat here and we talked about how we see things on the world, it might turn around to a Facebook post. Man, I was out on this date with this chick and she said A, B, C, D, blah, blah. Dog, she was so stupid. People actually have fears of that's happening to the point where conversation now
Yeah.
is only the basic relationship questions and then sex because that's all people ever
Yeah.
talk about. That's all people ever put their energy into making sure that they're good at, that they don't know how to talk about nothing else outside of sex. And that, and a lot of women say
But
this,
you can
they
text your tail off though.
you can what? Because
You can
it's
text your tail off, but you.
because it's also a comfort thing. Okay? Society is very shy. Okay? Society is very shy. People don't like being in the presence of other people. People don't like being in other people's personal space. And then to verbally
Hmm.
convey something, they don't like to do that as well too. Sometimes you can go online and you can find something that's saying what you want to say and have it say it for you. I can go find an article. I can go
Yeah.
find a meme. I can repost a post that somebody else said because I feel like I can relate to that and this is going to express how I feel. So yeah, we can text all day because I don't have to see you looking at me and I don't have to see you judging me for whatever response I give to you. You see the difference there? I
Hmm.
don't have to see
Yeah.
what you're feeling, okay? Or
Yeah. Yeah.
let's add the obvious. Sometimes they're lying. Sometimes they're making it up. Sometimes they're trying to say
That is
what they
true.
think you want to hear, and it's easier for them to lie because on text because they don't have to
I ain't
see
right in front of
you
you.
understand it. Like you say, well,
Yeah.
yeah, I was out with my girl. Well, maybe you got a telltale that your face looks a certain way when you're lying. Well, so you look at that.
That's
Or
real.
my phone, well, I didn't get a chance to text you last night because my phone was dead. Well, if you're in front of me, it doesn't matter. You don't have to. Oh well, I asked you how your day was. You're here now, so let's go do something. Okay? They don't want to be embarrassed, so they'll say these things on text, but won't say nothing to you in
That
person.
is true.
And plus, we live in a generation
That's true.
where a lot of people don't pick up phones. You don't have to
Yeah.
ever verbally talk to anybody. I don't have to call
They
anybody
don't see the
because I
need no
have
more.
so many different other ways I can get a hold of you. Teresa went to go borrow the car real quick, and she left somebody somewhere with the car and the girls. I don't have to call her to
Mm.
say, hey, where'd you go with it? I can send a message and say, hey, did you take my car? I can track my car to see where it went. Oh, my car went somewhere. It went to grandma's house. I know who has my car. Like I don't have to freak out. All right.
Gotcha.
So enough about this.
Yeah.
Let's move on to the next question because I keep forgetting we're answering questions, not having a
Yes,
full.
from the
We
box.
get caught up. We get caught up.
Yeah, we get caught up all the time.
Right.
We get caught up all the time, man. We do.
All right. All right. So this came from a guy. I don't know when this happened, but this came up. All right. Why do I keep getting all single moms? Not these ladies without kids. Okay? Don't get me wrong. I'm in the prime age. I'm an actual old-fashioned man. I want to get married before kids. That way I'll always be with just one family without any baby parent drama. I mean, I do get some girls that I actually like and wanted to marry, but they showed me no interest. And once they got pregnant and the baby daddy played them to the left, they came crawling back. Were they expecting me to take care of some deadbeat dad kid and expect me to forgive anything they said to me in the first place and try to make me love her and attempting to push me into marriage? Why does this always have to happen to me? Should I really give them a second chance? They didn't give me a chance in the first place. When I said they, I mean it has happened to me more than once. Okay? So to go ahead and sum this up, basically this guy wants to know, should he, in so many words, accept these women who have, in so many words, ended whatever they had going to pursue somebody else to only find out that didn't work and now wants him to give them a second chance. But the biggest issue he's having with giving them the second chance is they are now coming with baggage when he wanted them when there was no baggage to begin with.
God damn, why it sound like I wrote that letter?
Did you?
I
All right,
mean,
well, Gator, you could take this one
Okay,
first.
did you?
You say you take this first
Did you?
because I'm gonna be a little. I may be a little. Go ahead. You take this one first,
I'm
Gator.
just saying that sounds like a letter I write. Like,
I
come
mean,
on, give me some advice. What the hell?
Have you been sending us letters under an anonymous name, bro?
We find out.
I mean, it's cool
I
if
ain't
you
do
need
that,
it.
man. I ain't do that.
We'll help you out if
I
that's
mean,
the case, bro.
my personal deal is, like, again, I go back to phone talking. This is when you find out a lot of stuff. Now, of course, like we were saying earlier or a minute ago, you can't see their facial expression, so you don't know what's really going on. But at the same time, a lot of this stuff will get put out to you, and you will know the way they're going to be acting. Because they already going to tell you up front, like, well, this and that and this. Or you'll hear something in the background. You'll hear the kids in the background because usually, especially if y'all talking in the evening time, I don't know too many dudes calling women early in the morning, kids at school.
Sometimes it's the best time to call.
but the kids gonna be running in and out the room, so you need to know that. You need to know what's going on for real, for real.
If you ain't talking freaky, you ain't got nothing to worry about.
I'm just saying, man. Like it's so.
Would you give her a second chance, Gator?
Would you give her a second chance?
With that, though.
You dancing around.
Would you give her a second chance, though, Gator?
Give her a second chance. Now remember, these are women that he
climbing
said
walls in the bedroom. Oh, I'm sorry.
You know what? Even though that's a good point.
I messed the whole thought up.
This has been another edition of the ManCave. I'm out.
Oh God!
No, but real talk.
I'm just saying. You know I'm gonna come with questions now. I just got questions.
No, but here's the thing, though.
Gators, you got too many questions.
But here's the thing. Take this in consideration. Take this in consideration. These are women that when they were, let's just say when they were dating, okay, he did see that they were wife material. He was ready to settle down, or he had it in his mind that he was ready to give 110% to this woman, okay? Now, what I'm thinking is this goes back to like the first question we asked where, you know, Cal was dating Abby, but Sherry popped up, and Sherry happened to be the soulmate. I'm thinking that women were in that same position. Let's call this dude Greg, and let's say the baby daddy is Jeff. So Jeff made her feel like she was the only one. There was nobody else. It was all good. The thing about it is, until Jeff came out after the baby was born, he ain't a no good dad. Or you know how women will always say their baby daddy ain't crap. Well, Greg is feeling that he should not have to take not only the responsibility that Jeff left, but the baggage that Jeff gave to this girl. Okay? But the girl is realizing she made the wrong mistake and should have been with Greg to begin with, and she's begging for a second chance. You are Greg, sir.
So what you gonna do, Gator? What you gonna do, Gator?
You know what? This is some bullshit, because I swear to God, I'm in that situation right now. I'm like sitting in that situation, and it's hard for me because I preach all the time. Exes are exes for a reason. Right. But
and
then
at
you
the
have
end of the day,
but see,
yeah.
What'd you say?
I said, but at the end of the day, sometimes the things we talk, you know, to give lessons, but you at the end of the day, you got to be true to yourself or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, but so real, I definitely understand what you're saying.
Me personally, there's a reason y'all wasn't together. And 9 times out of 10, this is what keep coming up to me. That reason's going to come back up again. And then you're going to be kicking yourself like, God, I already...
Yeah, that reason is named Jeff.
I dealt with this before. Right. What you say the reason
exactly.
Jeff?
No, seriously,
it's Jeff, so what you going to do?
The reason is Jeff.
I didn't did this.
Right.
Yeah.
Are you going to give her another chance? So
I don't put myself in the same predicament over and over again. No. If it's something, it depends on how that situation went. If it was a mutual situation, and
no, it wasn't mutual, bro. Wasn't mutual.
No, I'm just saying if it was.
Oh, okay.
And at the time you couldn't, you just couldn't do it then, and the chance comes back around, that would be different.
Okay,
that would be different. But that ain't what's going on.
That ain't what's going on.
So Will, you still ain't answered the question.
Yeah, I had to leave it alone. I had to leave that alone, man. I couldn't do it, man. And that's just me.
And
that's just me.
You're not wrong, though. And I think that's where you were getting confused at, because you felt like, damn, I'm abandoning this woman that could be the one. No. See, I think a lot of people make the mistake in society, and I know a lot of women do this, so that's why I say I don't see why men feel they have to be obligated. If you don't want to take care of somebody else's child, you don't have to deal with a woman and accept the fact that she has kids. You don't have to deal with
a lot of times. But a lot of times, okay, I'm speaking for myself, of course.
Nah, but you know why? You know why that happens,
kids, though.
But see, I'm about to say, see, you know why that happens though? Because see, that just goes back to one of the shows we had before. The reason why men think that and women don't, why, is because men try to save and women try to change. Women try to change and men try to save, and that's why a lot of men have that mentality. Because me personally, once you leave, this ain't a revolving door. You left me for another dude. You left me for another dude. Why? Okay, you realize you made the mistake of leaving me. I'm glad you grown. You grown and realized that I was the better choice. Okay, see you in another life, because this life, you ain't going to have this again. Because by that time, matter of fact, I'm chilling with Cheryl now. I'm with Cheryl, so I mean,
I'm happy now. Leave me alone. Why you want to
even if
my life when I'm happy
even
now?
If I'm not, even if I didn't move on, even if I'm not happy, I'm not taking your ass back because you left me for homeboy. And on top of, I ain't taking your ass back. You left me for homeboy, and on top of leaving me, you had a child by him. You kill yourself. Kill yourself. Kick rocks.
I mean, he got a point.
Kill yourself.
Though.
It's over.
And see, in my situation.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No. Go
ahead.
I'm probably finna say what I was finna say.
No, I was gonna say, in my situation, when that happened, it got thrown in my face. Like, it was thrown in my face that you with such and such now, and blah blah blah. And then, like, I keep saying, why this sound like me? Because I've been through these situations, and with this one in particular,
this just proves to you you're not alone out here.
This one in particular, bro, I had multiple dudes, not just one, multiple dudes thrown in my face. Oh, look what's going on here, and blah blah blah. Well, he's able to do this. Why you weren't able to do that? And then next thing you know, oh, you know what? I shouldn't have never broke up with you. That means
you right.
Dog.
That's right. He was that dog when you left me, for one. And see,
exactly.
This be the bullshit. He was a dog when you left me, for the mere fact that he was dealing with you, knowing that you had a man, but your dumb ass took him on as your man. What the hell you thought was going to happen? That nigga knew you had a whole man, and he still fucked with you. What you thought was going to happen? And you leaving me, and I've been... You know what I'm saying?
Cal, you sound hurt.
That sounds like the other question we got through talking about.
Nah, I'm sorry. I got a little emotional, man.
Are you recycling these questions? Because I swear we just talked about this.
Dude, I swear to God, I'm going down like... No, that's why we did.
You know what I'm saying, man?
Because a lot of them do sound alike.
Oh my God!
I tried to stop, but no, the situation is the same. You know, this one Gator. I'm glad that we did this show because it's just proven to you that a lot of stuff that you think you're doing that's happening to you is happening to everybody. It doesn't matter where they're from. Okay.
And I know that. I know that.
Sometimes you just need to hear.
Like, my thing is, the way we deal with it is different a lot of times.
True.
And sometimes to hear another person's way of how they dealt with a certain situation is an eye-opener for you.
Right, facts.
Because for real, like you just said, a lot of people deal with this. A lot of people deal with the same issues over and over again. But I'm at a point now, when I see that issue start coming out to me face to face, I throw my hand up like, yo, I ain't doing this again. I already been there, done that. Right. This is something totally different that I'm trying to do. So I'm just going to walk away. And people look at me like, damn, that's cold. Why you doing it like, no, I already been down this road.
Right,
I know what's going to happen in the end. I already know. I can tell you right now what's going to happen. I'm not going to do that again. Because the last time it happened to me, it hurt me. And women don't understand. Shit, we get hurt too. We be feeling
bad. That's exactly.
We get hurt bullshit. Like we the one that's wrong for this shit.
I don't think they don't understand. I don't think they don't understand that we only give one chance for something to happen to us.
Yeah.
And that's in everything. Like
Exactly.
I told the other day, guys will only fall in love once. We will. We only fall in love once. We don't fall in love again. Anything else, it's more of settling. Okay? So if love you and we give up some of us for you, that's a huge step. So you really can't like risk it on a bad situation. Like, men don't like to get married more than one time. Now, of course, if you got money to afford alimony and child support for 3 different women, get married many times as you want to.
Yeah.
That's not us. Okay.
That's right.
That's not us. So
yeah, that's the norm, though. Yeah,
I'm not gonna risk my one marriage on somebody I can't see myself trusting 110% of the time. Like, I got to worry about Jeff popping his ugly ass up randomly out of nowhere because he wants to be a father to his child.
And you know what?
I got to worry if you going to take him back.
You know what the problem with that is?
I'm listening.
You know what the problem with that shit is? Just as much as women want us to be real and upfront and be honest,
a lot of them are not.
Women to start doing that shit too, because
exactly.
You can't have it one way and you do it your own way. Now, they always say that we do that. Niggas don't never want to be honest with you and just tell you the truth and put it on. Just tell me what's going on.
Yeah.
I just want to know.
Right.
Well, shit, I want to know too.
Exactly. That's right. That's right.
When we put it on the table and we be upfront and honest with them, they say that we don't really care about their feelings. If we would say something like that or do something like that, we're not caring about their feelings.
It's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to care about feelings when you got so fucking many. It's like, damn it, can I lock in on the first set of feelings first before you switch up to the second set of feelings? It's like, you got like 30,000 feelings and you want me to pay attention and cater to every last fucking feeling you had. Pick one feeling at a time. Let's get to that one, then let's get to the next one. But a lot of times they switch up so damn much. You know what I'm saying? 1 minute they saying this, and then you rocking with that and everything, and then the next minute they saying something else. Like, I said this. I said, it's like, listen.
It's
like, that shit piss me off, man. Shit like that piss me off. I be like, that shit I be like, yo, listen, word. That shit be too fucking much. I be like, man, listen, you said this yesterday. Why are you saying this today? You knew what it was on Thursday, but over the weekend, and now it's Monday. Now you saying something else. It's like, yo, listen. You know what? You too damn. You all over the place. You too emotional. You too this like. It's hard to reason with somebody like that. Right.
We'll be
it's hard to reason with somebody like that.
With a recorder in our pocket or one of them recorder pens. I'm thinking about buying one of them off of net and just sitting it in my pocket just so I can click it on when she started talking, so you can bring it back up later on.
You know what I'm saying? It's just
no, you
too
did
much.
say that.
They do it to us.
I did not say that. Yes, you did. Listen, hear your voice right here.
That's why I stay to myself, man. That's why I stay to myself. That's why at this point in my life, I don't want a relationship. I'm not looking for a relationship. I'm good where I'm at. If something happens down the line or if something come and it's right, I will embrace it. But at this point, I ain't looking for that, man. What happened?
I just sat back and listened to myself talk just now and thought about me saying that I'm getting corrupted by the ManCave.
I don't see how.
I'm just saying, bro.
You just said yourself, a lot of these letters feel familiar. So we can't be correcting you.
Man.
This is how you really feel. This is the first time you've
been holding it in.
You know, I've been biting my tongue a lot. I've been biting my tongue and being like, nah, I ain't going to go there because I don't want them to feel this way about. Fuck that. You know what?
Fuck that. That's what I'm talking about. Whoa. Oh shit.
Snapping.
That's what I'm talking about, Gate.
Gator said,
yo, you hear that? That's what I'm talking about.
On a Sunday, bro.
That's what I'm talking about, Gator. That's right.
It's different.
Fuck that.
It's different. They ain't gonna be ready for breakdown next week because
that's what I'm talking about.
That's how you feel, bro. Just
Gator,
speak your
right,
speak
man.
your
Fuck
truth.
That shit.
Speak your truth. All right,
I'm just saying, you
so
know.
before we start making Gator lose his religion, let's move on to another question. Because pretty soon he gonna be like, you know what? I'm sick of Jesus. I'm sick of everything he stand for. I'm out here on my own. Why ain't nobody worshiping me?
If I go that far, you know something is really wrong. Y'all just need to stop the show and call me like, bruh, what's really going on? Because that ain't you.
I would have to cancel the ManCave for. I'll ban you from the ManCave.
I'm saying.
And to further notice, the cave is being re-renovated.
There's something. We got to fumigate the cave. There's something in the air. Our employees are wilding, son. No, but
oh gosh.
I don't know what the hell wrong with Gator. All right, so okay, this one right here is I'm in a relationship and this girl is a big girl. Now I'm not a small guy myself either. The problem is that I cannot enjoy sex with her.
Oh shit!
Wow.
Like how
I already know where it's going.
But I'm in love.
I already know.
He's tired of doing the same.
But he in love with her,
and he wants to keep things spicy. As big men, do we have any suggestion as to how we can change things up for him? Okay. I'm not touching this. This on y'all.
She a big girl. She a big girl and she lazy?
She thick. I'm going to say she thick. Because he didn't go into too much detail. He just said she a big gal. So, and he a big guy.
Okay, she a big girl. She lazy.
So he wants to know.
And she lazy. She lazy. She lazy in the bedroom.
Lazy is the norm? That's terrible.
I said, that's not the norm, man. Like,
you know what I'm saying? Like, is that his girl? Or is that, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're in a relationship?
It's
his woman. They're in a relationship.
This is his
thick, she big and lazy.
This is his thick chunky. And this is how
God damn, that's a problem. That's a problem. That's a problem. That's a problem because I don't like laziness. Like, you can't be lazy. Like, I like to do all types of shit. So, I mean, like, you lazy. I'm gonna address it first. I'm gonna tell you like, yo, you gotta like. I mean, I'll be calm first. Like, yo, you know, I like different things. You know, I like different things. When I met you, you like different things. I'm gonna just assume she wasn't always that way. He didn't say that in the letter, but I'm gonna just assume that she wasn't always lazy. Now she lazy. Yeah, she got comfortable. You gotta address it. Sit down like, yo, what happened? What's going on? Because you lazy in the bedroom now. You just want it missionary style, or you just want doggy style. And I mean, like, I like to do different shit. Like, what's going on? What's what? Like, can we fix? Is this something we could fix? You know, if it's something that y'all can work on, y'all can fix, then, you know, get your shit back right. But if it's something that, you know, can't be fixed, and she like, listen, that's all I want. I'm not trying to do nothing else. Like, this is what it is now. Then you got a hard decision to make. You got and I don't mean hard in the sense of it's gonna be like, I mean, like, you have two options, only two, not three, not four. You got two options. You can either just accept that and understand that's what it is now, and it may change, or, you know, maybe you could get a change, accept it and roll with it, or you can move on. One of the two. It's that simple when it comes to something like that. You either going to accept it, or if you're not going to accept it, you're going to move on, because you could find somebody that could, you know what I'm saying, please you in that way, or you just going to accept what she give and, you know, maybe try to help her change. It's one of the two, because, I mean, everybody like different things or whatever. That doesn't mean that what she likes is wrong. That just means that it's not right for you. So,
but see, you
got to find what's right for you.
Like you said, if she just started doing that and wasn't always like that,
right?
I mean, I agree. I think that's what the issue is, because if she was always like that, it wouldn't be a problem right now.
Exactly.
You'd be like, well, damn, shit, I already know how she goes.
You already know what it is. You done grown adapt to.
But
You
see,
done
then
adapted
you have
to
to
it.
think. Then you have to think like women think and say, "Well, shit, what else is going on?" Because now
Exactly,
you lazy
right.
all of a sudden. If you out
Exactly.
there doing something else on the side or something,
Yeah.
and I hate to say that, but yeah, that's what it sounds like. Sound like something ain't going right, you know.
Or maybe they had
Uh.
kids and she's lazy now because she's always with the kids. Maybe she put on more weight and she can't
That could be
physically
it. Yeah.
do, she can't physically do
Yeah.
all those things that she used to, or maybe she's just comfortable in the relationship now where it's like, listen, I don't have to fucking throw my ass up and make it clap and all that or whatever. Nigga, I got you. You here. You've been here for 12 years. I ain't got to do that shit. All I got to do is lay on the bed, spread it, and get it wet. That's all I got to do now because you've been, you know what I'm saying? So maybe it's that type of situation. Maybe they got to rekindle the old things they used to do or, go to the gym more, get more active, switch their eating up something. But
Y'all need to have a conversation.
But if you do all those things and none of those things bring that spark back, you got to make a decision. Are you willing to stay and accept it, or you got to move on? Because at the end of the day, in a relationship, both people got to be happy.
But niggas don't want to hear that, though.
Niggas don't want to hear that.
No, seriously, if they got a girl that they love, and the only thing is only one thing that's bad about it, people will settle. People will settle. They'll be unhappy, especially if y'all, let's say they have been together for 10, 11, 12 years. You got things that investments now. You got debt you share together. You got money you made together, joint accounts, kids that you guys both created at one point in time. So I guess I'm feeling like this person knows the answer already. Because if you've been together for a long period of time and you know that one thing that you're key on is not working for you and you guys are not communicating to fix it, it's not going to be fixed because she apparently is not willing to do anything different. You are not forcing the issue. And I guess because we men, we're supposed to be like, hey, bro, it's time. Fuck, go get you something else. We kind of don't want to promote that, but we're not saying that's not an option either. That's not an option. I just say talk to her first, see if she's willing to make some changes, let her know how you feel, because maybe she tired of you doing the same position. Maybe you got to compromise. Like, hey, baby, maybe sometimes if you get on top, I'll eat the butt. Like sometimes you got to make some compromises.
Right. Exactly. That's right. You're right. Because maybe she got lazy. Maybe she got lazy because your dick game ain't the same no more.
That is true. Your eating habits. No, not being funny though, but sometimes your eating habits can change your sexual habits.
Exactly.
If you drink a lot of soda, a lot of high sugar stuff like that, it will bring down your sex drive because you don't have the energy.
Too much alcohol.
Because your energy is manufactured. You have manufactured energy instead of natural energy because your blood ain't flowing.
Yep.
So, maybe, used to be a 10 when it's time to get down, and now you only a 6.5. That she might not be down for that no more.
Right.
She had 2 babies, bro. The house is wider now. So
that's right.
You need that 10 to handle business.
Right.
So.
Or maybe she needs your ass to, maybe she needs you to calm down. Maybe she don't need that hour-long sex no more. Maybe she good with a good half hour, and it's like, nigga, calm down. I'm good with this. I'll give you some more later, but I don't need that no more.
Real talk. I recently went to a live podcast event hosted by a couple of ladies here in Milwaukee. The podcast is called Twisted Sister. More than 30 minutes is now starting to be considered too long for some ladies.
Word, for real.
And these
I've been told that.
Y'all minute men, y'all listening to this? Y'all minute men.
Word.
Oh, go ahead, continue.
But you have to be careful who you're dealing with too, though, because even though 30 minutes of just pure pounding might be too much for women, that doesn't mean that they don't want 30 minutes of foreplay instead.
More.
They may want more
intimacy.
more intimacy and
I was
less
trying to make
physical.
them feel better.
Nah, bruh.
I was
Because
trying to
Yo,
make
it's
them
so
feel better.
crazy.
You just gonna feel it.
No,
there's a letter in here for undress where a lady is highly upset that her man won't be more than a minute man. That she done had sex with him 2 times and he done came quick on both times, and she's scared to have sex a 3rd time because she has a high sex drive and he keep disappointing her. So
Well,
they don't
shit,
like
your
that
pussy
either.
shouldn't be that good. I mean, I'm sorry.
I'm not disagreeing with
Continue.
you. I don't know if this woman has ever been told that her pussy is A1, which may help her explain why this is happening. But at the same time, be one of
word.
those guys who he don't fuck around and he don't masturbate. So he
Right,
don't know his stroke count is ridiculously low. Sometimes
right,
you do need those moments where you need to train your dick to get used to this pussy. And women, that's another thing.
right.
I need y'all to stop
That's another
assuming
thing.
the first couple of times y'all have sex that y'all gonna get this long, elongated physical pounding from us.
Right.
If we come
That's
quick
not
the
gonna
first
happen.
couple of
Hell
times,
no.
that's good. That's natural. Okay? That means first of all, it works.
Give me a minute.
Second law,
Give
that
me a
means that
minute. I'll
we
give
ain't out
you
here
round
fucking
2.
everybody under the sun. Okay. And third, we got to
Right.
get used to your pussy. We got to get used to how
Exactly.
sensitive you are. We got used to how your
That's
walls
right.
feel on us because y'all can fuck up our stroke
That's
count.
right.
And yes, men do have stroke count.
Oh yeah.
We do have a set number that we count when we fuck to how quickly we gonna come. It is a number we
I'm just saying.
thrive to make higher and higher every time we sleep with you, but we can't do that if
Yep.
you basically getting mad because our number is low in the beginning. Be happy if a guy barely goes 5 minutes in your pussy in the beginning because that means 1, he likes you.
What?
2, you still intact down there. And your moisture is just enough that we can feel you, but not too much that we feel like we just swimming in open water. Because, we swimming in open water, we don't care. We don't really want to be in it no more sometimes. Sometimes we just stop and just start watching
Word.
Martin because there ain't nothing else we can do with you at this moment
Word.
until you dry up a little bit. So, yeah,
Right.
be happy. Okay? But final letter before we get out of here for tonight, guys. Thank you to all the people who sent in these letters. Thank you to all the listeners that's been chiming in regards to today's topic. Definitely, if you guys ever want to send in letters here to us at Tone Deaf Radio for either the women or for the men, just send them to Tone Deaf Radio, all one word, at gmail.com. And then on one of our letter shows, we will definitely go ahead and talk about them and answer the question. I mean, probably in the near future, we might have a show where we have both men and women on, and we'll take the questions, we'll take the letters, and we'll let the men and the women answer them together. All right. This last one comes from a guy. He says, so my girl broke up with me today. What the hell is it? You know what? They ain't breaking up with y'all because of it. They're breaking up with y'all
That's how
because
you
it's the spring.
start the damn letter?
That's how he started. It's the spring,
Shit.
bro. Chicks be quick to kick their dick out the door.
That's right.
So they can go hunting. All right.
That's
so,
right.
Girl broke up with me today. Because I flipped out that she was talking about sex to other guys and still talks to her ex after she told me she wanted nothing to do with him. I think I was justified in being pissed about the sex talk because to me, talking about sex to other guys is still cheating. I feel that she lied to me about her ex and then she would lie to me about other things. Am I wrong here?
No, you're not.
Hell no.
Okay. I agree
No,
with
you're
you
not.
guys.
Not
agree
wrong.
with you. And not from a men's perspective, but from an actual relationship perspective. If a normal person was to hear this, whether it's male or female, and you told them that one, talking about sex to another person, I'll give you a small pass depending on what the conversation is. Because technically here at Tone Deaf
Right.
Radio, with shows like Undress, some of the topics we've had on the ManCave, some of the topics we've had on the Breakdown, things we discuss on the Deaf Fresh show, we talk about sex. These are conversations that are had, and they're had with other people. Okay, but it's when you're having sex talks in regards to where it can be misinterpreted that you guys plan on hooking up somewhere in the near future, then yes, that's definitely disrespectful on her part to be having that conversations with him anyway. Okay, the X thing. I'll give a pass to a certain extent on the exes, only because one, that ex could be trying to close doors. Okay, sometimes exes know that they did something wrong and they want to wait a while before they can come back and apologize for it. Not necessarily to come back and make amends with you to try to make things work between you two, but at least to assist you in healing. Okay, that is sometimes key. People sometimes do reach out that hand and be like, "Hey, I gotta apologize to you off top. I was a dick back in the days. I did you wrong. You didn't deserve these things. As I'm now getting older and mature, and now actually seeing things from your point of view, because this has just recently happened to me, I want to say I'm sorry. Okay, I know I can't give you your time back. I can't fix the hurt that I caused at the time, but I can at least let you know that I understand and I apologize, and I hope going forward you never have to deal with this again." For some people, that's all they need to hear. After that's had, they can repair the friendship at least. Okay? And I get it as a dude, you don't want your girl to be friends with their ex again because things can get rekindled. Feelings can come back to the surface. Something that you're inadequate in regards to, he may be excelling in, or she, if it's the other shoe on the other foot. And you have that feeling that that person is going to come back. But here at the end of the day, trust is out the window no matter what. Okay? She could have came to you and said, "Guess who reached out to me today?" That way you have an idea of that they're having conversations, and this could be something towards healing. Okay? She didn't do that to you. Okay? So that is the issue there. The sex conversation, I'm just going to get to the fact that y'all broke up. It wasn't a TDR kind of a conversation. It was a "let me see your booty hole" kind of a conversation, and she was damn near willing to oblige to it. She was talking dirty. She was phone sexing this whoever this was. So, what I feel that makes me feel like this was gonna end up happening anyway. She broke up with him, meaning you were getting ready to be out the door in a minute anyway, bruh. She was getting ready to replace you in a heartbeat. She was waiting for the springtime to come around so she can have the toes out, put them sundresses on, have that cleavage showing, and she was going to be out in these streets either way it goes. You dodged a bullet, okay? You really did dodge a bullet.
Basically.
Okay? Now, you can't let this hurt carry over to your next relationship. You two broke up at a very... You have time to heal, and you have time to go have fun, okay? You can find somebody else, but now find yourself first, bruh. And I know we say this to the women all the time. Love yourself before you love somebody else. This goes the same thing for us too, man. Sometimes we'll sit here and we'll look at women and they will do us dirty. So we go out and we do the next woman we meet dirty and the next woman after that. Or we turn into fuck boys and all we care about is getting our dick wet. Don't do that, bruh. This in this case, this was a trifling bitch who didn't appreciate what she had, but at the same time, you may not have been bringing everything to the table that she needed at the same time too. I'm not saying that your sex wasn't good, bruh. I don't know what you do in the bedroom, but apparently it wasn't good enough for her. Okay? You dodged the bullet.
It is what it is.
you just gotta.
I was just going to say that.
You wasn't good enough for her. You dodged the bullet, bruh.
That's right.
Be happy with that. You guys can go ahead and chime in on
and
that.
And that's another thing, and that's another thing a lot of people got to understand. And I'll say a lot of men on this or whatever, because honestly, every woman feel that her pussy is grade A, which is not the truth. Every woman feel that they put. Yeah, you know what? We're gonna have a show on that. Is your pussy really grade A? Because a lot of women, every woman feel that they got the best pussy. They shit get wet. They head game is awesome. That is not the truth. And just because you know what I'm saying, every man is satisfied with this and that, that tells you that you do not fuck yourself, nor do you so you don't know. Every pussy is not fucking grade A. Some pussy is good. Right. Some pussy is good. Some pussy is okay. You know, I mean, at the end of the day, the sad reality is any wet pussy is going to make a nigga come. Bottom line, any wet pussy is going to feel good. That's any wet pussy going to feel good. That doesn't mean your pussy is good. I just had to say that. I'm just saying. But
pussy too, so it don't matter.
You know. Right. And, you know what I'm saying? But I said all that to say just because, you know what I'm saying, your pussy may not be the best for that person, or your dick may not be the best for that woman. That doesn't mean you don't have good pussy or you ain't laying it down in the bedroom as a man, but it just wasn't good for that person. Everybody got different shit that they like. So, you know, hey, to each his own, do your thing, and, you know, make it work for you. Make you happy, long as you happy.
All right.
That's all that matters.
All right, so we have come to the end of this week's episode. Definitely make sure you guys tune in tomorrow at 9:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, 10:30 Eastern, to check out the debut of His and Hers. Based off the conversation we had today with Cal, with me, with Jacob, just imagine Cal and Jeannie and how they dive into things tomorrow. That is so just I'm not on air with them. I'm not talking to them. I'm not getting in between that. Don't ask me shit. I'm just engineering tomorrow. So,
oh God, it's gonna be wonderful.
I can't control them. Then of course, the episode of the breakdown. Unfortunately, last week, people, we could not do the breakdown last week because of technical difficulties. We do apologize in regards to that. But that episode of the women's panel will actually go on this Tuesday. The men will not be a part of that. So this is just all women, all production, all the time. They definitely are going to answer a bunch of questions that us men have want to ask them in regards to things. So this definitely may help out. And women, you know what? Go ahead and send in some of y'all stuff too. You know, let the women help you out as well. You never know. You might get the guidance you need. They're not against it. Thursday, the Death Fresh Show will return. Once again, we took a break for technical difficulties where the Death Fresh Show did not air this week as well, too. We will definitely go ahead and ask the tough questions, such as, could you sacrifice a loved one for the greater good? Not yourself, but a loved one. We'll go ahead and dive into that topic as well. And then this Friday, we will have another edition of Love. What was it? Love Invitation. What the hell was the name of the damn show?
Love and Meditation.
Yeah,
love.
okay.
Was it love? Love.
It has three names.
We missing something? I know Love and Meditation.
I think it is Love and Meditation.
Love, Inspiration, and Meditation. That's what it is.
There we go.
Oh, my bad.
Love, Inspiration, and Meditation.
You confused like me. I thought it was called.
We got two of them.
You know, we got two
of them.
That's the most you're going to get out of men. You're going to get 2 out of 3. So, 2 out of 3.
Wow.
Be happy with that. Be happy
2 out of 3.
2 out of 3. So definitely
get a strong 2. Get a strong 2.
Tune in as Mia and her panel of guests.
90 seconds.
Go ahead and talk about healing and intimacy. The British woman just told me we got 90 seconds left. So with that being said, we are going to go ahead and close tonight's episode the only way we know how. To the end of the we got to the 60 seconds.